like it's not
Hey
working well,
guys.
but
Yeah,
it's okay.
we are
Hi.
live. It's Women Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing well.
Hey
Hope
guys.
you guys are doing well. We have Priscila Maldonado con nosotros hoy with us today. Hold on one second. I want to share this into another page. How you doing, Priscilla?
I'm
Can you
doing
hear
all
me okay?
right. It seems like my internet isn't working very well, but I'm okay.
Okay. All right. Awesome. If for any reason you freeze, we'll just have to freeze this
I
event
mean,
and
if I like cut out my cam, would it make it smoother maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. Don't change any
Whatever.
settings
Let's leave
now
it
because
for
we're already
now.
live. Yeah. Welcome everybody to
Okay.
Women Wednesday, where we feature a United Latinas member and talk about what she does and how she serves and some other miscellaneous things of what's going on and hobbies and activities that we have in common and all that good stuff. So, for those of you who don't know, my name is Sandra Torres. I am the founder of United Latinas. We are an organization designed to empower women overall, primarily Hispanic women is the majority of our audience. But we do have non-Latinas that are members, and we embrace everybody because we embrace a culture of working together and learning and growing from each other. And today I have Priscila Maldonado con nosotros. I don't know why when I say your name, I have to say con nosotros, like it's in Spanish suddenly. I don't know. Priscilla is from PNC. Welcome, Priscilla.
Thank you for having me, Sandra. It means a lot to me to be here with you guys, and I have always felt super welcomed here at the United Latinas, and I really love the community built and how we empower each other. It's really wonderful, and it's a great group to be a part of. Um, did you want me to talk about anything specific? Do you want me to talk about what I do or
Absolutely. First, tell us what you
anything?
do. Hmm.
Okay, so I work as a universal bank.
Ah, we lost her. Did we lose her? All right, guys, hold on. Be patient with me. Trying to get her back on. I'll do a little entertainment while we're waiting. Get back. Oh, there she is. She's coming on.
Hi, I'm so sorry. Okay, so um, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm a universal banker here at PNC Bank, and my main job and the thing that I'm passionate about when it comes to my job is that I like to help people with their financial lives. We do everything. When you people come to the bank, they're usually going through like a life change. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and so one of the most important job aspects of my job is to like have empathy and to be able to understand people that come from all different kinds of places. And actually, working at the bank is one of the reasons that I have strengthened my Spanish a bit because, before I worked in banking, I never felt like I really, really needed to practice my Spanish as much as I do now.
Ah, we're losing her. And she's going to try to get back on. I am so sorry, guys. She is working off her hotspot, I think. Um, she should be on. In the meantime, send me some comments. Let me know you guys are listening. And if you have any questions or it all happens, it does happen. Yes. Thank you. Be patient with us. Hopefully, she'll be able to get back on pretty quickly. How are you guys doing today? Let me know. Yes, internet is not always 100%. I can't even imagine what we'll evolve to in about 10, 15 years when everything is much more. um, much faster. All right, she's coming in again.
Hi. Okay. Forget it. I'm trying from my phone now because this is really bad. Thank you so much for your patience. Can you tell me like what stuff that you've gotten from me, if anything?
You were practicing. You didn't know you needed your Spanish, and then you
Yeah.
found your and then empathy in your job that you needed.
Thank you. Okay. So, um, I really I I actually like working at the bank. Banks are bad and scary in some ways, but honestly, like our bank, the one that I work at now, is like so like focused on the customer and their experience and building a relationship with them. And the way that I try to help my clients is that I understand what they need because I talk to them. I see what their goals are, what they're working on, what their like, dreams are, and I try to tailor whatever I'm going to talk about to that, whatever is important to them. I don't try to like steer the conversation in a direction where the bank like, oh, I should offer this thing because it's good for the bank or whatever. No, it's always about making sure that they're at the center of what I'm like talking about. So, um what's really cool is just that there's a wealth of things that we have. Like people don't even realize that like we can help them with everything under the sun when it comes to their financial lives. For needs for their business, needs for their themselves personally. People think of a bank, they think bank account. And they don't realize that we do so many things when it comes to lending. We are an SBA lender, like things like that. So it's pretty cool that and then we even do stuff for like savings, like the kids savings accounts here are like the best ones because we even have like a little program on there that has like little financial education stuff, which is really sweet. And so we just have like an all-encompassing type of aspect, and I like that. And I can even help people with like home loan stuff. Like I recently became a designated lender, and I can actually help people to do their um
Oh, sorry, guys. All right, while we're waiting for her to get back on, I'm going to do a little commercial. Oh, there she is.
I was just gonna finish my sentence, and it's that I just recently became a designated lender, which means that I can do home equity lines of credit, and I can help people to, save money without having to pay a bunch of closing costs, which is pretty cool. I wasn't able to do that when I first started here, so I just recently got that within the last month or so, which is really like a nice feeling, and I've already done a couple, so that's my job. That's what I do. That's what I care about for people. And then the other thing that I do is that I lift. So, and I know me and
I
Sandra
can
have talked
see it.
about
I'm
that before.
noticing
Yeah, I
it.
got a little something there.
I love it.
I've been like working on like, and I know that as when it comes to women, we shy away from like the weight section, and we like we don't want to, oh, muscles on a girl. Like I know that that's like something that has been like taboo for a long time, especially as Latinas. We like, I know that from the Latina, like from my mom, even like told me, oh, are you sure that you want to lift so many weights and stuff like that? I'm like, Mom, as long as I'm like keeping it natural and I'm not like, injecting myself with like steroids or something, I'm still gonna look like a girl. Don't worry. Like, and people don't realize how hard you have to work and how many drugs you have to do to be able to look like, to end up looking like a man, or to look like somewhere where you don't want to look like, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. How many times a week do you work out? And do you separate your we went from banking to weightlifting, guys. So
Sorry. I mean, I do
no,
all kinds of stuff, but so right now I just started working with a trainer that I'm doing 4 days of lifting weights and 2 days of like cardio, or like, active recovery days.
mhm.
And I don't know, but you don't have to be as into it as I am to be able to enjoy like exercise and getting like a little bit of strength. I think that, people don't realize that it doesn't take so much. It's like, do a couple of small things consistently, and you'll be able to do it and achieve what you're looking for. I don't know.
Absolutely. I think people underestimate weight training. I think it's, first of all, it's so important. We all know exercise is important, right? But the
Mhm.
physical act of weight training is such a critical thing to add to your regimen when it comes to exercise, because it just does so much for your body, for your mind, for your soul. It feels good, even though it doesn't feel good during the process, but it has so many benefits to it. So I'm like you. I think we've had this conversation before. I love weight training, and I love to see those cuts on the arms. It's always like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
getting the cuts and stuff. That's so
Yeah,
important.
it feels good. It feels like like I've like got a little, like tiny bit, and it's
It
like
looks good.
I mean, sometimes it's not even that. It's not like you don't have to get to that point. Like sometimes sometimes we don't realize how much work it takes to get to that point with like little like muscles showing and stuff to
Yeah.
and but it feels nice, like, to not get winded when you're doing something normal, or, like, if you have to pick up, like, a heavy thing and then put it back down somewhere, like, my friend was moving and, she had actually just hurt herself. She had a head injury, and I said, "I'll come over and I'll just, do as much as I can during." I only had like an hour to help, and she had a bunch of other people coming later. I moved all of her boxes from her upstairs to her downstairs to get it ready for loading to the car. And I was like, yeah, okay, that was kind of a workout, I guess. Like
Hmm.
when things become easier, it just feels good because you like didn't, especially because you just feel empowered. You feel like,
Hmm.
oh, I'm strong, like,
Hmm.
or I don't know. That's a cool feeling. And
For sure, for sure. It is
I think,
so empowering when you can do that. When you have the ability and you don't exhaust yourself, and you feel like,
yeah.
wow, like I'm strong. I could do this on my own. I could lift this box by myself. And we should
Mhm.
be able to do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I think the thing that I feel always bad about is that like girls don't get enough encouragement for these types of things, and it can be so intimidating. And I think that like as women, we just have to build each other up. Every time I'm at the gym and I see a girl in the weight section and I think that she's doing something well, I always come up and give like a compliment, like, "Hey, your shoulders are looking really good. You're really doing good with those presses." Like, I try to like there was a girl that she was working with a trainer one time. I saw her like learning how to do like the back squat and the deadlift and stuff like that. And I said, and then I saw her in the gym like a couple days later, and she's like practicing that stuff. And it's like her first time she's ever learned this with the barbell, because the barbell's like intimidating. It's 45 pounds, and usually people are putting like a lot of weight on it. So she's doing squats with just the bar. And I after she finishes her set, I come up to her and I say, "Oh, you're really good with that. I know you just learned it, so keep it up." And I just try to like catch people when they're doing good and try to recognize them, because like if you don't do that, like if somebody feels like they don't belong, they might not keep doing it. If they don't feel like, oh, what's the point? Like especially like I feel like a lot of people get like discouraged if things aren't immediately like working out well, and pushing through that tough point, that point where it was like it was a challenge and it didn't feel good and I was sore or something like that. Pushing through after that point is the most important part,
Yeah,
I think.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great way. That's a great point and reminder. We all want to empower each other, but even more so when we're doing little things like, or big things like that. But those are things that you don't typically have those conversations. So that's awesome that you do that. That you go up and encourage other women, because we need more of that.
Yeah,
So
yesterday I was bench pressing and I needed a spot because I was gonna do like a kind of heavy set. and there was a bunch of guys in the gym, but I went up to the girl that I saw doing shoulder presses and I said, "Hey, can you spot me? Do you mind?" And like, I think all the guys looked at me like, "Why would she pick her?" Like, and it felt like good because I knew I'm like, she can do it. Also, she'll actually listen to like what I'm asking her and stuff. So it was cool.
Mhm.
I felt really happy. I don't know. This
Yeah,
is
I'm sure
interesting.
you felt happy too. Hmm.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, and then I got to learn a new person at the gym and like wave at them. I try not to like bother people while they're working out, but like, learn each other's names, give a little wave, that way just feel like a community instead, you know.
Absolutely. Yay. Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got some good comments here.
yeah.
Some
And
else.
that's a little window into me, that's what I do because I want to make sure that like my whole style of living is literally like who can I help today? What can I do? Because like I could be working at a job I think where I am doing something like that makes more money or something like that, but I really get satisfaction out of what I'm doing, and I don't know, maybe I'll take it down a different course eventually to be able to help people in a different way, but this is good, and it's also like it also just ties into things that I like. I like money and numbers and stuff. I think like people get scared and anxious when they're looking at that type of stuff, and I just feel super comfortable with it.
Yeah. No, I
Like
love it. How can somebody reach you when it comes to banking or fitness? But first, banking.
um, so yeah, I have the work phone number and work email and stuff, but you guys, I mean, the Latinas can always reach me at my cell phone number or my, and my email, and I'm also like I don't mind if people have my social media. I think I have like most of the United Latinas on like my Facebook and my Instagram and stuff like that too. I have everything. So if you want, I can put in the chat like my. This goes to Facebook, right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
You know
for
what?
those who aren't members yet and they want to speak to you about some of your banking services, yeah, make sure that you put
Okay.
that in the comments. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I can put that in a second, and then yeah, I think if there is anything at all that anybody needs help with, I talk to people about all kinds of stuff. Even if you think you're not going to do business with the bank and you just want to have like somebody who knows a lot about banking stuff like tell you what's important or what you want to look out for. I'm a consumer too. It's not like I'm like, you know, I'm going to tell you if the thing that we have here is like the best, I'm going to tell you what's going on with, our products, and the most important thing is that I want to make sure you have your resources. I tell you what's going on and what I can provide, and if I'm not an expert, I'll tell you, hey, you need to find like an accountant or a thing. So
Mhm.
I try to help people
Absolutely.
out.
And you guys aren't
Okay.
open yet, right? So somebody has
We
to make an appointment first,
Yeah,
correct?
I mean, um we are like when people come to the door, we don't turn them away if we can help it. We basically almost never have to because we usually have somebody that we can either fit you in or get somebody available or something like that. You can make an appointment, like that guarantees that you won't have to like wait or be shuffled around before you get to see somebody. But yeah, basically give me a call. We'll make an appointment. The door is locked, but we're still letting people in. And then in a couple of weeks, we're going to be just completely, unlocked and stuff. So we'll see. I mean, we're still, I'm in a closed office. Otherwise, I'm wearing my mask the whole time. And, we have like plexiglass on all the desks, and we have hand sanitizer all over the branch. And so we're like trying to be like very safe and help everybody out.
I love it. Thank you so much. It was awesome having you. I know we had a couple glitches, but it all went well and we got through
Thank you,
it.
Sandra. Thank you
Yes.
for having patience with me. I'm glad I was able to speak, and I I love the Latinas, and I love what you're doing here, and I appreciate your time and your efforts. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. Have a
Okay.
wonderful day.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.